To draw a sector graph, or a pie graph, or a circle graph, or some people call them pie charts, or it doesn't really matter about the name, we're going to divide up this circle into parts, sectors, according to the number, the size of each section. So, for example, here is some data for 4 different classes and the number of students in each class who got an A on some assessment. And we want to draw a pie chart to represent this. Well, we're going to divide up our whole circle into sections proportional to the number of A's that each group got. Proportionality is the key here. So, if I'm going to work out proportion of the whole, I'd better know what the whole is. So the total is 16 plus 4 plus 12 plus 8, which is 20 plus 20, making 40. So the sector for 8A is going to be what proportion? 16 out of 40 times by the number of degrees in the circle, 360 degrees. Well, this 16 out of 40 is, why don't I just get my calculator, that would be easier. 16 out of 40 times by 360 is 144 degrees. And the sector for 8B is going to be, oh, I didn't write it that way last time. There goes my ruler. The sector for 8B is going to be 4 out of 40 times 360. I can do that one in my head, that's 1/10, so that's 36 degrees. And the sector for 8C is going to be 12 out of 40 times 360 degrees. It's just a proportion of the whole circle times 360, 108 degrees. And the sector for 8D is going to be 8 out of 40 times 360 degrees, which is going to be double the size of that one, 72 degrees. It is worth checking. It is worth checking that each of these together adds up to 360 degrees. Check. Even if you don't actually write this, do it just to make sure. 144 plus 36 plus 108 and 72, and just double check. 44 plus 36 plus 108 plus 72 does indeed make 360. Good, that means I haven't missed anything. Okay, now what I have to do is draw up my sector graph, my circle graph. You have to choose somewhere to start. Oh, I don't think I marked my centre point, so let me do that quickly. My centre was here. Okay. It doesn't matter where you start. Pick anywhere. Many people like to start at the top, so I'll do that. Just start somewhere. It doesn't really matter. 8A's sector is 144 degrees. So line your 0 up with the line you just drew. And I want to go to where? 144 degrees gets me around to here. There, that's 144 degrees, and that's the sector for 8A. 8B is another 36 degrees. Rotate your protractor so that you have the 0 along the line you just drew and go across to 36 degrees. There goes my ruler again. 36 degrees. That's 8B's. Okay, I'm off by a millimetre at the bottom. Actually, I'm off by a millimetre there too. Okay, 8C's sector is 108 degrees, Again, rotate your protractor so that the zero is in line with the line you just drew, and I'm going to 108 degrees. There. So you go out to there, 8C, and it is probably worth checking that the one you've got left is actually the right size. It needs to be 72 degrees. Line up the 0. It is just over 70 degrees. Excellent. And there's my sector graph. Feel free, if you wish, to go ahead and colour each of those sectors a different colour. The point here was to work out how big the sizes were. They're just proportional to the relative size of each of those sections.